everyone. My name is Hassan. I'm the founder of Shift, and this is a video of me answering you guys' questions about the app and myself and anything else. So let's go do it. The first question is somebody asked how many developers work at Shift. I'm the only developer. I coded the app. I made the app. Made the website. I market it, and everything is done by myself, so I'm just alone, and that's about it. Let's go through the next question. The question is, just a second. How did you make this app? Which programming language do you use? I gave them, but I needed more money, and would love to learn how to develop software like you. The app is basically coded mainly in Swift, and of course Swift UI. Because it's a macOS app, and the backend for the app, for the servers, and for the Firebase is mainly coded in Python. There's a couple of thousands of Python backend server code, but it's mainly it's almost all of it is basically Swift, and on the side is Python. Um, there's more to it, but that's pretty much there's not for the website itself. That's for the app, but for the website itself, I really didn't use anything fancy. I just used simple HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So no specific framework for the website. It's just a simple trio, we could say. Another question is what software it's the same question basically. What software stack did you use for Shift app? Again, Swift, Python for the app, and then JavaScript, HTML, and CSS for the website. How is it different? Oh, this is a good question. How is it different than Cursor or and Windsurf? It's very different. It's really not even the same kind of app. It's not in the same category. Shift is basically an AI app that lets you edit text and code on the spot anywhere on the laptop. So it could be on PowerPoints. You just select it, double tap on right side shift key, give it a prompt that just edits it for you. There's no limits to it. It doesn't really have that much UI. It's not bound by itself. It can be used on docs. It doesn't matter where you are. Cursor and Windsurf are more for coding. Of course, Shift can be used a lot for coding as well because you can go to any code editor and just use AI there and just select your code, do whatever you want with your code. But Cursor is more like of course a code editor, and of course Shift can be used like Cursor, but it's more general. It can be used for people who don't always code. It's for people who could write a lot. It could be, and also it could be used anywhere on the laptop. So that's an advantage. That's the whole point of Shift. It's a universal app. They can edit anything on the spot with an interesting, smooth integration. So it's quite very different than Cursor and Windsurf. It can be used on Cursor, of course, because Shift doesn't have any limits on what app it can be used on. You can literally use it on Instagram, X, the same mechanism. It works everywhere. Just edits everything with whatever AI model you want on the spot. So that's basically the difference. As you can see, it's quite very. It's not really in the same category. It can be used like Cursor and Windsurf, but it's not quite the same thing. It can be used by more people. It's more. It's not only limited to coders. So Shift can also be used for translators, students, anyone who writes a lot on their laptop on a day-to-day basis. This is pretty cool. Was wondering if this works on Intel Macs. The only Mac I use is older Intel Mac. Uh, Otherwise, I primarily use Windows. Yes, the app works on all Macs. It doesn't matter as long as your system is not like a 10 years old and no, not 10 years old, 20 years old. If on some very old Macs, it's not going to work because Apple just doesn't support very old macOS versions. But it's pretty much it pretty much supports mainly all Macs and macOS versions almost. So yeah, it will work on Intel Macs as well. My laptop is Intel Macs. I coded it on Intel Mac, so that's something to consider. Uh, Someone else asked, great idea, I would love to use it, but I'm personally not comfortable with unclear security using unassigned app to process my data remotely. I can't see where my data is being sent. $27 a month for point one. Web UI running through Docker with all of my APIs combined with keyword master for the validation is much more secure solution. By the way, this user actually created the account because I did answer him. and I did answer a very like a lengthy answer, and he did create an account and is using it. So security is something that I really care about with the app. Uh, there's a lot of security implementations. First of all, for the API key section, if you want to use your own API key, by default it's my servers, which means your prompts go to my servers, and then I use my servers to contact the AI providers, and then I send back your prompt, the answer to your prompt, and it's just gonna edit it on the spot for you. But if you want to use your own API key, they're all securely encrypted and then saved locally on your laptop. We do not save anything or log anything on our servers at all. The app is as local as possible. So all your prompts, everything, there's no trace of it. It's just basically we're the middleman. The servers are middleman that connects to the AI providers. We save nothing in the cloud. The only thing that's saved in the cloud is your login user information and the subscription user information, and really the rest is using your local the local storage on your laptop to save like the preferences, the prompts that you have, or your chats and all that is all saved locally on your laptop. The only thing that goes to the cloud is the processing, and even the processing, there's no logging and everything's encrypted. So it's pretty very tightly secure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The app is as local as possible, and there's nothing being saved on the cloud, which is some people want that. We might add it as an option to save your stuff on the cloud if you want to go to another device. You want your prompts and all your stuff in the app on another device automatically, but by default, everything right now is locally saved, so there's no problem there. Uh, let's go to the next one. What is this? If you want to get user reviews and improve your app, at least have an option for free trial. I downloaded it, and before even opening it fully, asking for credit card details, not welcoming a step, I would say. So there's a pretty good reason that I actually made a whole video about why there is no free trial. There was a free trial for Shift in the beginning, like back in the days, but it unfortunately didn't work out because there was a lot of people who were abusing the system, and there was most of the users that I got from free trial, because there was not free trial before that, but during the free trial period, all the users that I got, most of them did not really behave nicely, and also all their cards were apparently fake, and there was a huge problem with the free subscriptions. And another reason why the subscription, of course, asked for card, even for free trial, it asks for credit card details, because we do track your usage based on the AI users, and then you get charged monthly based on the amount you use, uh, which can be pretty more. It can be cheaper for most users, because you don't actually pay for like every day. It's not a fixed amount. You actually pay for what you actually use, which can be more affordable. But yeah, that's if you want to check out why there is no free trial in more details. I made another video about it, and I talk about it in details, so you can check that out. But pretty much there was a free trial, and I wish I could have it back, but there was a lot of people who abused it, and I was just because I do have some some expenses, and it was causing loss basically. Um, and it was a good amount of them, so it was not just one or two. It was a lot of people who didn't want to just play by I don't know, just play nicely, and just their cars kept declining, and there was a huge some big issues. So it was really not a nice experience as a developer, and who really tried hard to make this app, and is working on it like 12 hours a day. So for that reason, and also the main reason, another main reason was the app is $6.99 a month as a subscription for the subscription, and for the quality of the app and all the demos that I do, it's if someone really needs and would know that he would benefit from the app, I believe it is a affordable and cheap price, like $7 a month, and most people would be able to afford that. And this is an extra layer of why there is no free trial, and why I removed the free trial was that the price is very low, that it's really not logical keep the free trial. And also, if I did keep the trial, people were not really nice about it. They really kind of, yeah, kept abusing it. Let's go to the next question. The app is good, but the payment doesn't make sense. Paying monthly for the app and an additional API charge won't be a good idea. Either the subscription should provide fixed tokens credit for model usage, or the app itself should be one-time purchase software where users can use their own API keys. I understand the question. It's a good question, and I'm gonna answer it. Uh, the app is so you usually pay $7 a month for the app, and then on the side there is the API cost, which it cannot be that high. I mean, I use it very regularly and very high a lot, and it's usually maybe maximum $5 a month extra besides the $7. So total would be $12, and for some people it will be lower because I use it myself a lot. I'm a heavy user, and this is the amount I get. And many people don't use it as much as me, and their work doesn't because it's based on length, and the work they do is not really as lengthy as mine. So it would be even less. Maybe it would be $2 for the month, $1 for the month, and also it depends on the models you use. So overall, $7 plus the API user, it would still cost less than, I don't know, ChatGPT, Claude, and all that. It would still cost way less than those things. And also another good point is we have many models. Like we have Gemini, we have Claude models, we have GPT models, and we also have a couple of more models. So all these models, usually, if you want to just pay the subscription for the website for the product, usually cost $20 a month. So in total, it will be $100 a month, like all the different type of models. And we do have them all for just $7 a month, and you can access them right away and not pay anything if you didn't use them much. So that's a advantage side of usage billing like method, like the model. And one-time purchase software. And I can explain why Shift cannot be a one-time purchase software. We do have it's not just a side project, it's a big project. It's a very sophisticated, it's a big code base as well. And it's just not a tiny project that you made to just mess around with things. It is like an industrial level app, and it's very smooth, and that's because I spent hundreds of hours trying to make sure it's very usable and people would be using it daily. And for that reason, it can't be a one-time purchase software. And there's also a lot of new features that we add regularly. There's also a lot of bugs and just a lot of hours of development go into Shift. So for that reason, it has to be a subscription-based model to be able to expand, to be able to add just more features. And also, another good thing about why it's just not a one-time purchase thing is that most software that are one-time purchase, they're just gonna leave them after 2 months. You're gonna be left with an app that doesn't really have any more support, live support. If there's a new model, we add it immediately. It's just live. It's always being updated. We're just not gonna leave it like that after 2 months. Most of the apps that are one-time purchase, a lot of there are some similar products to Shift that are not really the same, and we had those people come to us because those products were just left out, and so we were just taking users from other similar kind of products, and they're just coming to Shift to use it. There were a couple of people that just switched to Shift from another similar tool, and that similar tool was a one-time payment purchase. We're here to really get it very big, and for that we need the subscription-based model. And if it gets bigger, the app becomes better, and the app is it's just a better user experience on the long run. So yeah. Um, Let's see. I can use it. I can just use writing tools with ChatGPT integrate for free. That is true. You can do that, but this app is not just ChatGPT. This is basically there's a lot of features of what Shift does, but mainly it's just for people who just don't want to switch between so many tabs of so many AI models. They're just doing something in PowerPoint. They just don't want to switch back and forth. It does consume a lot of time. And also, there's a lot of new other features other than that. There's the shortcuts where you can link your repetitive prompts with a specific model to a specific shortcut. Like if I select this, like if I make a shortcut, say rephrase this with a GPT model, I can all set it up in the settings, and then I can link it to, I don't know, Command Shift. So if I go to any place on the laptop, it doesn't matter where, and just do Command Shift, it's just gonna edit it with the AI model on the spot for me, which is pretty fast and pretty useful. And this is one of the features that people use the most. And yeah, that's pretty much, it's quite different. That's another product, and Shift is another product. It's different, I don't know, goals and stuff. Uh, a lot of people, there's a lot of people who ask when the Windows version will be released, because this is right now is only for macOS right now, because I have macOS, I developed it in Swift. But I do plan to also release it for Windows, but I cannot really give a specific solid date. I do try my best to recode the whole thing for Windows, but the problem is that since it's coded in Swift, which is the native language for macOS, I have to really start from scratch and for Windows, and that's going to take a lot of time because, as I said before, it is a very large code base. So it's not going to be something that would be very fast. And also at the same time, I have to maintain and add new features to the macOS version. It's like a too huge code base. And also at the same time, I have to make videos, market them, talk to people, talk to users, fix bugs for the macOS version, and at the same time, recode the whole huge code base for Windows. So it's gonna take some time. I can't really say exactly when. I try to finish at the maximum by the end of June, but it might take longer. But it's gonna be released sooner or later. It really depends on also how fast the app grows. Because if the app grows faster, I'm gonna have more resources in my hands to maybe get a couple of more people to work on it for me with me. So it really, but I do try my best to ship it for Windows as soon as possible. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys have some questions that I did not answer, you can just comment below, or and I can just make a part 2 video about I answer all questions. I just answer them all in my next videos. So yeah, you can do that. And thank you so much for your time, and have a good one. Take care.